we did a synchronous learning, and post it for the students who couldn't make it. Google Meet makes a recording very easy, and finding the recording is easy because once you stop recording, it automatically saves it in your Google Drive. So you just go to your Google Drive and you can from there get a link to share or post or whatnot, okay? So those are two reasons why you may want to use Google Meet. But again, Zoom is also fantastic as well. All right. So I don't know about you guys, but when I'm lost and I need some inspiration, I head over to the math department. And if seniority and plus experience equals wisdom, well, there's very few people who can match what Sue Weld has to offer. Her employee number starts at 99, okay? So she's been here quite some time and knows her stuff and always has something good to teach me. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put on my mask and I'm gonna head over to go see Sue Weld. And she's gonna demonstrate synchronous learning with a Smartboard, okay? So those of you who have Smartboards, you're gonna really enjoy this. And even if you don't, you'll pick something up from what she's doing. Okay, so let's head over there right now and let's see if we can find some. Oh, hi, Sue. How are you?
I'm well.
That's great.
Oh, here. I got
Fantastic.
my stuff, right?
Yeah. Okay. So, Sue, what you're going to do is I'm going to turn off my mic and you're going to turn on yours and then you're going to share your screen. So I'm turning off my.
I'm muting and then.
Yeah, you're going to share that. That's right.
Share my entire screen.
That's right. Perfect. Okay. So what Sue is doing is she is sharing her screen and she's going to go over to the Smartboard and she's going to do a lesson on the Smartboard. But first, she has to come back here and start up her smart notebook. Okay?
Oh, I didn't do that yet.
Yeah. So she's got to start up her smart notebook. Okay.
Sue Weld forgot that. We can't hear you.
Oh, okay. The microphone. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Can you guys hear us now? Can you hear now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Excellent, thank you. Okay, so Sue is she's starting up her smart notebook, which is a program that all the people with the Smartboards have, okay? And it's showing on her screen, and then she's gonna share, she's sharing the screen, right? So she's gonna go over to her Smartboard and use that as a tablet and do all her drawings and graphing. Show us how that works, Sue.
Okay. So I still use a USB. So I've got that plugged into my computer. And I just pulled up a file.
Now, you might be wondering, how is it that we can hear Sue? She's got a desktop computer. She's got a desktop computer. So we went to Anthony Sinapi. We went to Mr. Sinapi, and we got this little microphone. He tells me it's $1.25 at the dollar store. Okay, this little thing here, and we plugged it in to the headphone jack of the computer, okay, of the board computer here. And that lets us, so that you can talk to your students while you're doing your show, okay? So nice and loud, Sue, so we can all hear you.
Hopefully you can hear me. It would be nice to know if you can hear me. It's hard to hear us? Okay. I just want to do this.
Now, can everyone see the Smartboard? Yeah, you can see it on your screen because she's sharing her screen.
Yeah, so can you hear me okay? Okay, I have to hold it?
Yeah, I'll hold it for you.
Okay. So hopefully you can hear me okay? Yeah. Okay. So this here is just me. I just picked up a lesson that I would give to my grade 10 on graphing. And I have all my stuff on USB, so I wanted to share something there. And it's just a graphical lesson. So I would be teaching how we would graph these. Can you, I need to be louder. Okay. Now, can everyone see the Smartboard? And, yeah, so can you hear me okay? Yeah. I have to hold them.
Oh, you can't hold them. That's okay. Just keep it.
Okay, so I would teach how to graph this with my grade 10s. And I don't know how much detail I'm going in here right now. Okay, I'm not going to actually teach it. I have to talk louder. Okay, so then I would graph this with my grade 10s. Okay, actually, I'm going to erase that because I wouldn't do it like that. I would teach them, you know, they would graph this in the form y equals mx plus b. They would take this x, they would move it over. Anything they move over an equal sign, the sign changes. Okay, we make this positive by dividing everything by -1.
Folks, this is fantastic.
Isn't it fun? Two negatives, of course, we know make a positive. And these two negatives make a positive, and a negative. Of course, we all know makes a negative, and then they graph this. So the nice thing about a Smartboard, it's got a ruler. Is it loud enough? And we got it. I think we got it. There we go.
Oh, wow. Unbelievable. Thank you so much, Sue. Okay, I'm going to go back now. Sue, you're going to turn off your mic,
Okay.
and I'm going to turn mine back on. Yeah, just click.
Stop presenting.
Yeah, and stop presenting. Thank you. Thank you very much, Sue. Wow, so that's great. Okay, can you guys hear me okay? Am I back on here? All right. Okay, back to my office. Yes, thank you, Derek. So if you have a Smartboard, you're rocking because you can use the whole board there as your tablet, right? And all the drawing stuff, which is important for so many subjects, right? They like, you know, science, math, even us English people and geography and whatnot. We like to draw stuff, right? Now, what if you don't have a Smartboard? How are you going to do the same sort of thing? Well, this is where you get into different apps, okay? And I'm not going to go over all the options. I mean, there's hundreds of them, right? I will offer, if anybody would like, there's a couple apps that I use that you could use as well for that kind of drawing. So you put up your worksheet or you put up your whatever it is you want to highlight or annotate, and then you can do that, okay? And so just come see me, and I'll work with you. Whatever platform you're using, I can, you know, suggest something, right? Show you something. Okay. So the point is, though, is you share your screen, you record the lesson, and then later on you can post it, and whatnot. Okay. Now, that's for the drawing element and for the Smartboard element. Now, there was something I used that I do want to show everyone during the summer school, because I don't know about you, but in a synchronous learning lesson, let's say you're going to have an hour lesson. I don't think any one of us, or at least me personally, I don't like to talk so much. So I'm not going to talk for even half an hour, right? Because that's, you know, boring for the students, okay? So I like to include an interactive feature. And that kills time, right? That'll kill, you know, 15, 20 minutes. Have the students doing something live that you could also see and monitor, right? And what I use for that, I used an application called Nearpod. Okay, I think a lot of you have heard of this Nearpod. I think we've shown it here before. The board certainly recognizes it as a important application because they include it on the stores for the iPads and whatnot. Okay, and I'm just going to very quickly show you how that works because I think it's something that you may want to use to provide an interactive feature during your lesson, right? This during your synchronous lesson. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. Let's see. And I'll show you how this Nearpod works, okay? You know, you basically log in with your Google account. your school account, and you can upload. What's really neat, first of all, there are thousands of already pre-made lessons. You know, people. This has been around for a long time, and every time someone makes a lesson in this Nearpod application online, it gets saved for everybody else to use. Okay, so there's some pre-made stuff. So, for example, like here's some science and math stuff. Okay, you know, you could easily pick up matching games and things, and you can show this to the students, sort of like launch it live, so that they could be doing this during your synchronous lesson. Okay, it's like a little activity. But what's different than just assigning something and having them work on it is that you get to watch them do it like it's happening in real time. Okay, which is kind of neat. You know, it's almost like it's like a shared experience, right? Okay, so let's have a look at this one here. This is a science one of some sort. Okay, looks like it's a little slow to load here. You know, we've got a lot of people on the Wi-Fi and whatnot. Okay. So this is like a matching game, and there's so many different things you can do. It's not just matching games. I'll show you another one about drawing, and there's also answering questions. You know, you can give them a question. But let's see. Let's get started with some vocabulary. All right. I don't know how this vocabulary works. All right, here we go. So I got to figure out an answer. Okay. A complete circuit. Okay. So I'm going to pick that. All right. I got to find a matching word here, you know. I'm not sure. Maybe this. No, that's wrong. Oh my goodness. I don't think I'm going to do very good here. A complete circuit through which electricity flows. Oh, an incomplete circuit. That's got to be an open circuit, right? Yay! So anyway, so the kids are working on this, and you're watching this, okay? And the other feature with that is when you're showing your slides. So there's these interactive activities, right? Which are great, but there's also these this feature where you can control the students' screens remotely. Okay, so for a second, I'm going to stop presenting my screen here, and I'm going to show you. Okay, so here it is. I've got this little lesson that all I did was I put up some slides. I just uploaded some stuff I already made, and I launched this lesson. Okay, so please don't. I don't want you to do it, because unless you pay for Nearpod, you can only have like 20 or 30 or 40 people maximum. So we can't do this together, okay? Unless maybe Alexis will buy us the app. I don't know. But the free version, you can do it with a small class, right? So I've got this code, okay? So I'm going to put this code into this Nearpod here, okay? I'm going to go back to sharing my screen for a second. All right. Yes, thank you, Alexis. All right, get that money flowing. All right, let's share the screen. Is it sharing right now? Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay. Now this is kind of neat, right? So I'm going to put the code in. This is what the kids are doing at home, okay? So they're putting the code in, and that code you may have copied and pasted into your chat, right, on your Google Meet. Okay, so you pasted the code on your, you know, and this is just slides that I've thrown in. I've already got this stuff made. I didn't make anything new, okay? Okay, so now what's going to happen is this is my computer. This Chromebook here is my computer, okay? And what you're seeing on the screen is a kid's computer at home, okay? So you're seeing the kid's computer at home. So it's going to load up this. Okay, so it's going to put their name, right? Okay. So you're going to see everyone that joins. You know, here are my slides. Okay, here's my Chromebook. This is my computer, this black one. Okay, I'm the teacher. So and I'm going to just advance the slide, right? So the kids at home, their slides are advancing. Like I'm controlling their screen. You see? So I'm just like going through and I'm talking, right? And I'm talking about each slide, and then I get to an interactive, right? I might get to a part where, you know, there's something to do, a practice activity, and now the students will do their practice activity. This is me during summer school presenting my slides, okay, on Google Meet, right? So the kids this is my recorded thing. And then when it came time to practice, I asked them, what if, I asked them to give me a reader response, and the prompt was, what if summer school lasted forever? The government has just said summer school will go on forever. And then they had to draw some responses, right? So they did, right? And you know, you got all kinds of funny things. And I was watching this happen in real time, and I was commenting on this. It was, you know, it was kind of interesting, and it killed like a good 10 minutes, right, of the hour at least. Okay. All right. So there you go. So that's Nearpod, folks, and I just wanted to highlight that one application that that might be useful for you to use. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a second here. Okay. All right, so we've covered the so we got the share your screen, got the synchronous lesson. Okay, we got the interactive feature using Nearpod. Okay, yeah. Are there any other questions right now? Any questions? Okay, great. So I haven't checked the chat. I guess I should, but to move on to something else, or I believe that's all. That's it for till 10 o'clock. Let's go to our chat. So the Chromebook in the afternoons. Good question, Daniel. You can take that one, please.
Chromebooks in the afternoon? Sorry, what was the question, Dan? If students will have Chromebooks in the afternoon, is that the question? Am I muted again?
I heard you.
Okay.
So Dan, what was the question?
Oh, maybe he can't hear us. I will check the list here. I don't see anything. Chromebook. If the question's about, oh, here we go. Will students who have no devices be getting a Chromebook to use in the afternoons? Yes, we've been told that there will be a procedure to support students who've requested devices, just like we had during the school closure period. Stay tuned.
And that'll happen sometimes, sometimes to be right, during orientation and stuff.
And response to Aaron, per student, we expect it would be per student because families were asked to respond. Do students have access to a device? Yes or no, or are they sharing? So we're assuming even in a shared situation, we're looking to support students to have individual devices. To Phil's question, I believe there was direction that we were not permitted to record during one session and stream during another as the primary means of instruction.
I see Mary's question here too. Can we distribute texts? Yes, it just can't be shared between students.
And Dan, do you have, Dan Martinick, do you have access to Google Classroom to post as well? Marianne's asking if we can email and post the Padlet.
Yeah, he does.
Doing it right now.
Awesome. Yes, my volume is off.
Amy, so they will not have access in the morning. Can we have them bring them, or is there another option? Like, I guess maybe Chromebooks
yes.
or devices? Students can bring devices. So Daniel, you're reverting because Alexis mic is on. Okay. My mic's off now.
Okay.
Is the expectation that students are following?
And handout packages to students, that item was also addressed that if anything is being given to students, it should sit for at least 24 hours before it's distributed to them. Similarly, any materials that are submitted to you, that is to sit for at least 24 hours before you take it.
A few other questions.
Yes. The closed captioning does seem to be working fairly effectively. Perhaps that could be checked instead of repeating.
Okay, folks, I just want to add in here, I will now stop the recording. And once I do that, it automatically just saves it into my Google Drive, and then I will take a link to that and post it in email it and post it in the classroom, okay?